I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hey, this is Ivan Diaz from Risa Evans. You are watching Good Morning Frederick.
Yes. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Friday, September 20th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Welcome to show number 122. 122 today. Pretty good. Good morning. It is Friday. Thank goodness. Boy, I've had a week. I bet you guys have too. So happy that Friday is here. This is what is happening. I'm going to try this new, look at that. I'm going to try this new setup. I'm trying some new stuff today, so you know something's going to go sideways. You can guarantee that for sure. All right, today we've got Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express with local news, weather, and sports. Also go over what's happening in Frederick with our calendar of events for this weekend and the coming weeks. I have an interview with Marie Hamilton from PS You Are Fabulous, as well as an interview with Amy and Jen from Hartley House to talk about some of the events they have coming up. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and so they've got some events coming up that you should be attending. Also, you can see our Christmas Cash for Kids donation in a couple of weeks. Well, 10 days or so, we'll know how much of the proceeds of the merch from Good Morning Frederick we earned to give to Christmas Cash for Kids. And we'll make sure and keep that tally going. Would love to see it grow. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. It is see, that's why that doesn't work too well. Anyway. When you subscribe to YouTube, let me just tell you, seems to be the most stable and I don't know. I have the least problems with YouTube. But anyway, if you can go to our YouTube channel, you're going to look for Everything Frederick Live on YouTube. That is the name of the channel because the idea was and still is that Good Morning Frederick would just be one of the shows on this channel called Everything Frederick Live. So if you're interested in creating some content, doesn't have to be every day, can be once a week, can be once a month. Maybe you love history in Frederick and you want to do some regular content about that. Maybe you love taking hikes or going on bike rides and you want to talk about some of the trails that are available. I don't know. Maybe you just like taking walks through downtown Baker Park and giving your thoughts about Frederick. I don't know. Maybe we could do that too. Okay. So the YouTube channel is where everything lives. We have over 1,000 videos now on our YouTube channel, all since April 1st. There was nothing before April 1st, actually. I would love to get a friend or two to subscribe because once we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, YouTube likes us more and sends us out to more and more people who are looking for information in the Frederick region. All right. And if you're just new here and you just stumbled upon this live stream, well, welcome. Welcome to the show. If you were wondering what the show is all about, well, it's all about Frederick, Maryland. The people, the community, the nonprofits, things that are going on. Just reminds us how great our town is. And if you're not living in Frederick, you should be jealous because we have a great place. And that's what we're showcasing. All right, don't forget about the podcast. If you're in the car or you just like listening to podcasts, you can find us on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, and other platforms. There is also a podcast tab on YouTube. It gets very confusing when you're looking at everything, though, because it's kind of intermingled. But when you see the blue Good Morning Frederick logo, it says the podcast underneath. So just understand that that's just the audio. One of the goals when I started this show was to try to give back to as many nonprofits as I possibly could. And I think we've done quite well with that. We've raised money for, I think we raised about $3,000 with our basket raffle that went to 8 different charities. Raising money now for for Christmas Cash for Kids, Sleep in Heavenly Peace, of course, Souls of Love. That was a huge one. Anyway, so right now through the end of September, so we have 10 more days, we are collecting twin-sized sheet sets for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. That is a nonprofit that builds beds for kids in Frederick County. Their motto is no child sleeps on the floor in our county. And I agree with that 100%. No child should be sleeping on the floor, nor should they be having to share a bed with their parents or other siblings if it is not necessary. So, Sleep in Heavenly Peace takes applications and they build the beds, and they can build bunk beds or standalone twin sized beds. They pay for the lumber, they get the mattresses. They're asking us to provide everything else: the blankets, sheets, pillows, all that stuff. So I posted recently online that JCPenney was having a sale on twin-sized all-in-one bedding. $27.99. You get the fitted sheet, top sheet, comforter, pillowcase, all of that. Not bad. And so, and I want to thank my friend Susie Turner. Susie saw her last evening. She put a bunch in my car yesterday. I think 4 or 5 sets of twin size sheets and bedding, comforters, and things like that. So thank you so much, Susie. I really, really appreciate it. She's the one who sent me to Boscov's, where I also got some quilts, half price. So appreciate you guys helping. And again, if it's too much to shop or you're from out of town, please take a look at the I'm going to put this bigger here. Take a look at the QR codes there for Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. You can, of course, Zelle as well. I don't know what slide 1 and 2 mean. What's slide 2? Oh, that's our old. That's so funny. I had no idea that loaded up with this. Anyway, that was the other fundraiser that we did. Anyway, you can send me the money and I will continue to shop through September 30th for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Great cause, and we'd like to do all we can. All right, let's get this Friday morning show going. All right. Want to thank our show sponsor, We Help You Move, no matter whether you're moving across the street or somewhere around the country. Nicholas and his team of moving experts make that moving process easier. Moving is horrible, I know, but they can take a whole lot off your plate. You can even have them pack you up. We Help You Move is veteran owned and a great supporter of our Frederick community. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right. Chris Michaels is here. Let's see what he's got to say this morning. Good morning.
I like how you say, let's see what he's got to say today. And normally it's nothing good, apparently.
Oh, well, you know, we give you a little leeway. It's not your fault. You're not making the news. You're just reading it. But, you know, I was just thinking as I was looking at that open, I might have to now take that photo of you and Bob from the Frederick News Post. I saw it yesterday after we talked about it in the morning, and I might have to replace it with that. That might have to be the new open image.
Well, you're talking about the photo where he was almost tickling my face with his beard. Is that the one you were referring to? So,
I really was going to, I have a little sticky note to look for the photo of you, Mike, and Bob all squeezed together in those seats. I might have to make that the opening photo, but yeah.
Well, that's the photo I thought you were referring to, because that photo is actually on our Facebook page.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I'll have to grab it. That's hilarious.
So there's literally, okay, Mike's arms around me. my arms around Bob, and like I said, it literally looked like a 1960 drive-in movie with a bunch of swingers. That's
I
that's what it
missed
looks
it.
like.
Oh, I'll
It's
have to
on
go
there.
jump on and grab that for sure.
Unfortunately,
That is coming out. Oh, when you least expect it, that image is coming out.
well, just to add today, so on Fridays we do Fresh Fruit Fridays every Friday, where we give away a fruit basket from Catoctin Mountain Orchard, our
What?
sponsors for that. Yep. And I say that to say this because, I go on there as always, and Bob makes these facial expressions that always makes me laugh. And I simply go on there because we have our bed that plays, for Fresh Fruit Fridays. And I simply go on there and say, hey, it's Fresh Fruit Fridays from your two fruity guys. And so Bob just gives me a face like, what did you just say on the air? I was like, what? I thought about it, I was like, oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's gonna send people reeling now.
Blooper. There you go. But anyway, so good morning. How are you, Danny?
I am excellent. I am excellent. And this is Mama Chris Michaels. She's on. She
I
said,
thought
"Good
we blocked her.
morning."
I
I
thought we
love
blocked her.
it.
We didn't block her. Okay, she's on. Okay, hello there. Hello, Mother.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry to
My
go find
friend
your text.
Dorothy saying good morning as well. Look at that.
We love all your wonderful viewers over here. And again, kudos to you, man. You are killing it with all these people subscribing, and it's great.
Well, we are getting there slowly but surely for sure.
Well, that's why we call you the Queen of Frederick County. Bob is, of course, the King of Frederick County. So there you go. I'd be happy to crown Bob. No problem.
Well, I never won queen of anything, so there you go. I'll take it.
Real quickly before I get to news, something really cool, man, that actually really made me happy. Last night, I went to see the Beach Boys in concert at the Great Frederick Fair.
How was it?
It was fun. Two originals. I was worried because there was only two
Was it
originals.
fun?
There you go. I love it. Love it. You can tell you are a radio personality, Danny. Yes, it was. And yes, they sang that song. And I was worried because there's only two originals, Mike Love and Bruce Johnston. But the younger guys that were in there, Bruce Johnston and Mike Love, they can't harmonize like they used to. They're both in their 80s, sounded great. But the young guys that were in there harmonizing did a great job. But one thing that really made me smile, and I will say this, is so when we were waiting for the Beach Boys to come out, on the big screen to the right of the stage, they show, the Frederick Fair and different sponsors and stuff like that. I was so happy to see Bob Miller's picture came up and it said 30 years, congratulations.
Oh, that's
I
sweet.
was so happy. And I had nothing to do with that. I don't, whoever did that. I was so upset because I wanted to take a picture and send it to him, but I didn't get the picture in time. But that was really, really awesome.
That
So,
is awesome.
happy to see that. And actually, he's going to be on stage with a mutual great friend of ours, Dina Carroll.
Yep.
And Carol, they're going to be bringing in the
Casting
show for
Crowns tomorrow.
Casting Crowns. So they're going to be on there, bring them on stage. So great. They're both wonderful people. Obviously, Dina, tremendous person, love her to death, and Bob. So
Yep.
it's going to be great. So go out and support them. I'll be there supporting them as well. So there we go.
That's excellent.
Now, again, I know I'm here for news. See, that's the thing. I feel so bad. Poor Daddy brings me on here to read news, and I go just talking, running my mouth. Let's get to news here. Not a whole lot of news actually today, to be honest with you. We'll start
That's
with
good.
the legislation dealing with data centers was introduced on Thursday by Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater. She brought forward two bills. One would put restrictions on where data centers can be located. Fitzwater says it would create a new approval process when it comes to sitting these facilities. The design requirements proposed in the bill will mitigate potential negative impacts on critical digital infrastructure, including visual impact, noise pollution, on-site air pollution, and fuel storage risk, she said. And also, the city of Frederick has come up with changes to enhance safety at the intersection of Modern Avenues and West 9th Street. Now, concerns have been raised about safety at that intersection, particularly because it's a crucial walking route for students attending North Frederick Elementary School. Stop controls are only available at West 9th Street approach where West 9th Street approaches, and that has resulted in some confusion among drivers and some near misses with pedestrians. In response to safety concerns, a comprehensive engineering study was concluded in according with Federal Highway Administration's manual on uniform traffic control devices. One of its key recommendations was to install all-way stop control that's expected to be completed in September of 2024, which is this month.
So wait, what are they going to put in a stoplight there?
That's what it looks like. I mean, it's a danger. I know which intersection they're talking about. It is dangerous for the students and kids to be crossing. So they're working
Do
on
they
that
they
right
have a
now.
crossing guard there, right?
They do, as far as I know. I don't have any kids that go to
Oh,
that school. They should, but even with the crossing guards, Danny, let's be honest. Some people just I've seen to where literally crossing guards actually almost got hit by vehicles who are speeding, and
well,
it
people
drives me
don't pay
crazy.
attention no matter
No,
what. But yeah, I
they
guess
don't.
I do know this. So that's right as you're coming kind of past North Frederick Elementary and near the YMCA, kind of,
Yes.
on that block. So
My wife
interesting.
works right around the corner from there on off East Street. I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you a question. This was very before I get to weather. This was very surprising to me. Me and Bob were talking about Fair Day. Normally kids are off for Fair Day. As you know, I didn't grow up here, but my kids went to school here in Frederick County, and they've always been off for Fair Day. Well, apparently we got some text messages from listeners who
Yeah.
heard us talking about it, and that's not the case this year. They're getting out 3 hours early, is what I
Three and a
understand.
half hours early. And I actually don't think that they've gotten a whole day in a while.
Really, I'm trying to remember because I
They
thought
did
I
when
could
my
be
kids
wrong.
were in elementary school, but then they stopped because, well, they were off sometimes the same week because of Rosh Hashanah or another uh, Jewish holiday fell within the fair week. So they were able to kind of do 2 for 1. But yeah, it's 3.5 hours early. They go, they basically go to school, have one class, have lunch, and then come home. I don't know. It's just so that it counts as a full day.
Okay, I'm trying to remember because again, my daughters went to school. We just moved out to Carroll County, but my daughters, their whole lives went to school in Frederick County, and I could have sworn they were off the past few years for Fair Day.
Oh, maybe
Again,
they
my
have been.
my memory's not the best, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, and
No,
and
I would love to
comment under
hear.
here.
Again, my
Yeah, because
kids, by the time they got to high school, nobody was worrying about it. So, yeah, when was the last time? Is this the first time in a while that kids have not had a full day off? My friend Dorothy's got grandkids. She would know. Let me know if you know.
I'm trying to remember, and I could have sworn they were off at least 2 years ago for Fair Day, but again, my memory's not the greatest. So
Well,
let us know over here. I would love to know.
every calendar committee, it seems like they chop and change to try to get to their 180 days, fit in all these teacher work days. Yesterday, I
Right.
think they got out early because it was the term was over. So I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, just let us know. I'd like to know because I could have sworn they were off at least 2 years ago for Fair Day, but again, I could be wrong. So just
Yeah.
let us know. They're. I tell you what, the viewers are a lot smarter than me, so they'll remember. So let us know, and I'll get into weather real quickly because I know you got a full day today. And take a look at weather today. Fair Day. It is going to be nice, sunny, high near 85. Tonight we're looking at a few passing clouds, low 62. And taking a look at your weekend forecast, tomorrow, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible, high of 83. And tomorrow night, scattered thunderstorms in the evening, then variable clouds overnight, looking at a low again of 64. And taking a look at Sunday, showers in the morning, then cloudy in the afternoon, high around 75. Sunday night, overcast, low of 61. And today, me and Bob will be at the fairgrounds until 2 o'clock, and I have no choice. And I can only stay till 2 o'clock because I got to pick up my kids.
Yeah.
And Monday, I left a little bit later, picked up my daughter from school, my 7-year-old daughter, and I was late. So
Oh no.
I felt so bad, Danny. She laid the guilt trip on me, Danny. She did it, man. She's so smart.
How
So
late were you? How late?
I was like 15 minutes late. So obviously she didn't wait outside. So the teacher took her back into school. So my younger, I went in there. And I was talking to the teacher, and I told him, "Hey, I work on the radio on the air, and it's fair day." He's like, "Oh, no problem. We understand." So my younger daughter, as we're walking away, she looked at me. She says, "Daddy, I almost cried. I was scared." So she finagled McDonald's out of me that night and a few extra bucks. I tried to bribe her. I said, "Here, we're not going to tell your mother about this." "No, Daddy, we won't tell Mommy about this." And then 15 minutes later, my wife gives me the look with her hands on the hips. I was like, "You son of a gun, you told your mother." And she won't give me the
Oh
money back.
gosh.
Yeah, she's
That's
sick of it.
funny. Oh, my parents left me a number of times when I was a kid, and it's horrible. It is
So,
horrible.
yep. And in the, I guess in the Frederick News Post Awards this year, I won't win Dad of Frederick County, at least not this year. Maybe next year.
Well,
If that's even a category. Oh,
I don't know. The good bribery makeup probably made up for it, I'm sure.
yeah, there you go. So anyway, Danny, have a great day as always, my friend.
Happy weekend. We will see you and Bob on Monday. I'm going to try to drop by the fair today because it is Parents Weekend at University of Maryland. So we're headed down to College Park this afternoon. So I won't be in town tonight or tomorrow for the last 2 days of the fair. But I want to come by and swing by and see Bob and make sure I hook him up with some Good Morning Frederick swag because
I stole his cup. I have 2 coffee cups now, but they're so good, Danny. Like I'm telling you, if you're out there, buy those coffee mugs. They are good. They keep your coffee nice and hot. And so yeah, I stole Bob's. I'm sorry.
I have a hat. I have a hat and a mug for him too. So I want to give it to him before the weekend.
One thing I do, and I hope you can stop by today, because one thing I think would be great is we need a good promo picture of the 3 of us. I think that would be hysterical. So we should try to work on that maybe today.
We will do it. I'll come by right after the stream.
Take care, Danny.
All right. See you. Have a great day and a good weekend. Oh, God bless him. All right, let's talk about what we have to give you. I've got those $5 gift cards to the Station Market and Cafe. That is the new place located. It's a coffee shop on the corner of 7th and Bentz Streets. You should check it out. They always have fresh produce there. Food trucks are set up there occasionally. They've got a great outdoor space that's covered in case the weather is not so great. And a cute little inside as well. Got those Maryland Lottery scratch-offs for you as well. Also, the Tree Trekkers 3-hour adventure ticket. You can enter 24 hours a day. You can text anytime. Text me some events, whatever you would like. 888-465-2944. That's 888-465-2944. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to talk about what's happening in Frederick with all the events. I've got Jen and Amy from Hartley House, and I've also got Marie Hamilton from PS You're Fabulous. All of that is coming up right after this.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shattered family beyond compare.
All right, let's talk about what's happening in Frederick. All right, Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. They've got wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, pretty much anything you decide you want to put on your floors, they will take care of that for you. If you find some really cool new product that you'd like, they will do it. And I know that they will take really good care of you. In fact, when you contact them to come out and give you a quote, ask Jeff to show you the photos of the place that they did in DC. I think it was a restaurant. They did this beautiful brass inlaid wood floor that is absolutely gorgeous. And you can ask him about the story of how he got the curves all done perfectly. It was a really great story. Anyway, you can call Atlas at 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net for more information. That's atlaswoodfloors.net. Be sure when you call, you're asking for Jeff. All right, let's go ahead and see what is happening in Frederick from the best calendar that has ever been put together in the history of local calendars. I don't know if that's true, but I am just putting that blue ribbon right there since we didn't win a blue. Oh, Mama Cone, speaking of ribbons, I think we got to figure out how to get your money for your third place finish in the cake, pound cake section. Remind me, we got to do that. I think we got to do that on Sunday. All right, little ADD for your Friday right there. Oh, look, a squirrel. All right, it is fair day today. Kids are out 3.5 hours early, pretty much. By the time this stream is over, you're probably going to have to go pick them up or wait for them to get off the bus. The fair is open only today and tomorrow. Do you have left? If you have passes, use them. If you want to go, go. If you're going today, take some Advil and some patience because it is going to be packed. It's a nice day. All the kids are going to be off this afternoon. You're going to want to make sure that you have your patience packed as much as anything else. All right. Also, today, the Fall Fun Festival at Gaver Farm is on today and this weekend. You've got fall market days at Chartreuse and Company on Bucky's Town Pike as well. There are 43 antique dealers, vintage collectors. There's food trucks, wine tasting, a local distillery, coffee roaster. Wow, that might be fun to head to this weekend as well if you're looking for something to do that's not near the fairgrounds. The Home of Everything Frederick is open today at 11. And actually, I'll be there doing an interview. I'm going to scooch over to the fair, then scooch to the Home of Everything Frederick. Then I got a couple more things to do before heading to College Park. You can see I have now started to put our high school sports on our calendar just in case you'd like to support your local high schools. I 100% encourage you to support your local high school, even if you don't have kids in school. By going to the game, purchasing concessions, you are giving back to your local community because some of the boosters get most of the money from the concessions. I mean, I think 100% of that money goes to the boosters. So that definitely comes back around to help fund some of the kids who can't afford the new sports fees, as well as helping to buy equipment and things like that the athletic directors need. So I encourage you to go to your local high school sporting events. So that's why I've included them. There is also that Frederick County Parents and Multiples Kids Consignment Sale. It is every day when I get here, I think, oh, I forgot. VIP is only from 6:30 to 7 p.m. tonight. Everything else is open to the public. I am making myself a second note because obviously I threw away the first one and didn't do it. I'm going to update no VIP after 7 p.m. Friday, nor is it VIP on Saturday. You can shop there. And that is at the Walkersville Firemen's Carnival Grounds building. So it's in the building there at the Walkersville Fire Station. All right. Also, you can see I've got some more high school sports for tomorrow morning. There is cross country meets happening. And you can, again, if you're interested, you can check those out. I would probably go to the football, soccer, maybe volleyball. Cross country is kind of a hard sport to watch if you don't have kids in it because you only see them at the start and at the finish. But it is up to you. If you are close to one of those locations, you might want to go check them out. The Museum of Frederick County History is open on Saturday, 10 to 4, if you want to check that out. That's really cool. And again, we have so much great history here in Frederick. And we would, it's a great thing to do, especially if you've got people coming in from out of town. Corn Maze Adventure at South Mountain Creamery, Saturday from 11 to 6. That is open. This is the time of year for the corn mazes, pumpkin patches, and all that great stuff. Of course, Saturday night, the Love for Laughlin Hockey Championship Gala. Get your tickets now. It is a casual gala. That means jeans, shorts, flip-flops, whatever you want to wear. If you want to wear your favorite team hockey jersey, please do so. You can have a shootout with the women's Hood College ice hockey team. I don't know if they've announced their name yet. If they have, I haven't heard it, but they're going to be there. You're going to be able to shoot out with them. You're going to be able to donate funds to Love for Laughlin, which is a nonprofit here in Frederick. And you could hold the Stanley Cup at the end of the evening. That is going to go to the person who donates the most. So my suggestion is get your ticket to go to the event. It includes all your food and drink, and collect some donations from your friends and neighbors, and then kind of, give it out throughout the night, pace your bets, see how you're doing for the Stanley Cup final. I can't wait to hear who walks away with that one. Also, let's see, Sunday, you can hang out with the Flying Cows and do some skills training. That is at Crestwood Middle Sunday, either 10 to 11 or 11 to 12. It's also game day at Benstown. If you want to watch the NFL, maybe you don't really want to watch the NFL. Maybe you want some really good food and you want to get those $15 domestic buckets. That's what I would be doing. Actually, I'd probably go for brunch, stay for the first game, get those buckets and have maybe some lunch. You can do a 2-meal thing there. I don't know. That's just my idea of a good Sunday morning. All right. And you can, let's see, Monday, we're right back round again to our typical schedule. However, we want you to put these dates on your calendar because they are coming up in the not so distant future. The 28th is the Festival of Flight at the Frederick Airport. That is when the airport opens. There's tons of things for kids to do. There is a remote control aircraft demonstration at 10. The event starts at 9 and goes until 4. And then the Maryland State Police Trooper 3 demonstration is at 1 p.m. On the 29th, which is Sunday, noon to 6 at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds, it's a fundraiser for Logan, who is battling cancer. There is a cornhole tournament with cash prizes, live music, food, and tons of fun for the entire family. It is an all-ages event. Please come out and help Logan. I think he has Hodgkin's lymphoma. So anyway, anything we can do to help our young people, especially those who are battling freaking cancer. All right, October 5th is the Oktoberfest 5K fun run to benefit Key City Foundation. Then Canines on the Creek is October 26th. I would love to get them 100 dogs dressed in costume parading on Carroll Creek. Let's try to get them to that. That benefits the FSK Lions Club. And finally, another fundraiser, Second Chances Road Rally, is coming up November 2nd. You should register for that. It is a visual scavenger hunt. So if you've got young kids, you are in a car for a couple of hours, maybe. It depends how long the route takes you, but you're looking for clues. So if you've got kids who can read and it's not that difficult and they like to search and find stuff, It's a great family event to do together. November 2nd, and it benefits a great organization in Second Chances Garage. Okay, if you have an event you want included on the calendar, email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're back with P.S. You're Fabulous. You are fabulous. Marie Hamilton, who helps style and dress the blind. Actually, she assists them with a lot of other things too that they need. But those are her two main things. And Jen and Amy talk about some important events coming up for Hartley House. That's all coming up right after this.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
All right. And A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They do windows and gutters, patios, and decks. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Don't forget, as a Good Morning Frederick viewer, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Give Sandra a call and let her know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. ansconstruction.net. All right, next up we got, let's do this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All right, now let's talk about who's doing good in our neighborhood. Yeah, look at those fall colors. Those are absolutely gorgeous. I apologize. I owe them a mention on Monday. Candles by B&L, who specialize in handcrafted soy wax scented candles. They use only the finest ingredients. They're beautiful candles and they're free from harmful chemicals. Candles by B&L is woman, minority, and veteran owned. At Candles by B&L, their goal is to light up your mood one candle at a time. Well, yesterday, Marlon, who is Sandra's husband, texted me and happens to be at the Great Frederick Fair. They're in Building 7, which is, when you're looking at the grandstand, it is to the left and underneath. They happen to be in a booth right next to my good friend, Chris Haw, who is a historian here in Frederick. He works for Mount Olivet Cemetery. And I need to stop by and see both of them before we head out of town. So anyway, Candles by B&L. You can go to candlesbybnl.com. You can order online. You can have them shipped, or you can pick them up, or you can go to the home of Everything Frederick and more to get your bouquets. We have several of them at the shop right now. And I must say, I don't know if we have any in those beautiful fall colors. We have some beautiful ones, blue and white. And I'll have to look again when I go over there this afternoon and check it out. But great candles. They smell amazing. And support Sandra and Marlon at the Great Frederick Fair. All right. Up front, I need to apologize for the sound quality from this interview. I did check the sound once the interview was over because I've gotten home and there has been no sound at all, but I didn't check the quality, and I haven't had this issue ever. Note to self, this will be checked from here on out. And I could have scrapped the whole thing and reshot it later, but Marie had already promoted and I promised. So I am going to do her another interview because I think what she does is awesome. Marie from PS You Are Fabulous made me think about things I've never thought about before. And she's helping people that don't have this kind of help at all. Marie's nonprofit helps people who are blind to organize their closets and shop for clothing. Here is Marie from PS You Are Fabulous. It is the home of everything. Frederick, I am here with Marie, and it is PS You Are Fabulous.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, I got it right.
Yes.
Which is a great mantra we should all be repeating to ourselves every day.
Yes. So I started, it's about 3.5 years now.
Okay.
Doing this. Yes. My mom is a runway model.
Wow.
Yeah. So fashion has always been part of my life. In 2017, my mom got sick. My stepfather passed away.
Oh.
So I went down to take care of her. That's okay.
Yeah.
So I was there for like 1.5 years, almost 2 years.
Hey, wow.
Until she passed away.
Oh.
And everything changed for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not in that way. Actually, I had a lot of spiritual things happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. When that happened and all that. And it changed me. And so after all that, and I came back, I know this sounds really weird, but I was watching TV one night and I saw a commercial for a blind person, which I don't think I've ever seen again. I thought to myself, I wonder who dresses blind people. Well, that thought never left. It kept on and on and on. I was thinking all this stuff, and I told a friend, and they thought I was crazy. Nobody thinks that way. Who thinks like that?
I think it's really interesting, though, because when I met you not so long ago and you said that, yeah, who does that?
Right.
Yeah.
So that this person went out, and he was in outside sales, and he had American Foundation for the Blind as one of his accounts. And when he went in there, he asked, and they went crazy. That was that. So I knew it was the right thing to do.
Oh my gosh. I bet they were like, hallelujah. Yes, we need some help.
Yeah. My cousin tells me a couple months after that, they were doing a ribbon cutting in Winchester, Virginia, and for the blind, for a path. So I thought, okay, now mind you, I had never been around a blind person. So I got there and there was 2 men, that was it, that were blind. And I thought, well, I'm here. What are you going to do, right? So I went, I gave him my information, and he thought, oh my God, we need this so bad. And he had all my information, and he sent it to headquarters of the National Federation for the Blind, which is in Baltimore. And that's how it all started.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, when you get a calling like that and you answer, it's amazing how almost simple everything seems to have been laid out for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's because a lot of it just kind of fell into place.
Yeah.
I went and got a 501c3. I did think about the best way to handle it. And people who are blind, a lot of them have gone blind. So having jobs and stuff and their income, sometimes are not good. So I decided to do the nonprofit part of it to help them so I could reach more people.
Yeah.
So my first client was actually somebody out of Frederick.
Okay.
Yes, her name's Michelle. And I met her and I took her out and I was sold. I took her shopping at the mall up there in Frederick. Friends got key.
Yeah.
I was sold.
Yeah.
And then it kept on and it's a great feeling.
Yes.
And the thing is, doing what I do at White House, you can tell if somebody likes what they have on because they come out and you can tell they stand a little, straighter and taller and the whole 9 yards. And you can tell. And I was wondering, how am I going to know?
Yeah.
Right? Well, I had another customer who lived outside of Baltimore County, and I went to help her and gave her some dresses, and she came out and she broke down, and I'm like, I'm sold.
Oh,
I'm sold.
gosh, how amazing.
Yeah.
Well, because we all know when we feel good in something, you're more confident, you carry yourself differently. We all know we have those outfits in our closets right now that you go, oh my God, I love how I feel with that. I love how I look, or love the compliments I get when I'm wearing this or whatever. That's amazing. Okay. So the services that you provide,
go from something as simple as helping them put together some outfits?
Yes. So I can go through their closets and I can help organize and put outfits together for them, however they want it. Okay. And everybody's different. So it's what they want and stuff like that. Yes. So,
Tailored to each individual person.
yeah.
How do you find communicating in the sense that, like with your business cards, are they in Braille?
Yes. They're in Braille. My business cards are in Braille.
And how many clients can you take on at this point? I mean, feel you're pretty steady because you've got this kind of infant?
It's growing and growing.
Yeah.
I have a lot.
How much time do you typically spend with them? Wow.
Yeah. It's been growing and growing and growing. Usually it's about an average. So if I pick them up and then I take them to whatever store, so I take them to whatever store and whatever their needs are and stuff like that. So that works really well.
So usually they'll tell you, oh, I really want pants, I want a dress outfit, I want something fancy, or I
just like anybody else for their blind. That's my difference. I mean, I need a new wardrobe, I need some dresses, I'm going somewhere, or I need a business suit or whatever, whatever it may be, whether, male or female.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You find for them that it's more about the fabric?
Fabric has a lot to do with it and how it feels on their body.
Yeah.
They haven't really said, but I'm guessing that's probably more how it feels.
Yeah. I feel it. So that says a lot about having clothing that is a good cut, that fits your body, that is appropriate for how, what you want to wear and all of that.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
What would you say are the 3 or 4 staples we could all have in our closet? Do you have any suggestions on that? I know you're fancy. She's fancy, and I got my sneakers on. I got my jeans, a t-shirt.
Staple clothes are probably your basics. Whether it be a suit, pants sets, dresses, staple stuff like that. It's probably good to have in your closet. Yeah.
What about footwear? You love shoes?
Me? Yeah, I probably own over 100 pairs. But that would be and footwear for them is it's funny because I do have a client that she's my shoe lady. I love my shoe lady because she likes heels. Not a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Most of them don't wear heels, but I mean, she doesn't wear high heels.
Right.
She does wear
like that little bit of a
yes, she does.
Little bit of a What do you have like kind of a really powerful moment that you've had over the years, or is it kind of almost every single?
The thing that stands out the most is when they come out of the dressing room. I've had a couple of them actually on the phone too, saying thank you for what you do, because the best feeling in the world is when you're going somewhere and somebody gets you look beautiful.
Oh.
And I'm sold on that.
My goodness, we should all be saying that to everybody every day. You look beautiful. That's awesome. No, it really is.
Yeah.
Have you run across any challenges yet in your business that, just something that's like, I wish I could?
I have recently, actually, I have a lady. She's not blind because I actually help people who are disabled as well.
Yeah.
That's all my thing to do. And she's disabled and she's really big and she has, I don't know what it is, but she has when certain materials, her body goes into spasms. I've been trying to help her and I'm really struggling with that one to find the right for her and stuff like that.
Really tough.
One's a tough one.
Yeah.
So things like that can be a struggle.
Sensitivity to things on your skin. Now, do you help pare down closets and declutter and get rid of the stuff that,
Yes. And, I can also go through and, sometimes they have stains they don't know they have on, or I need to be this or this or this.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you don't think about.
Or stay. Yes. Yeah, that is, you don't think about it. Are there things that you implement to help them match things, or do they already kind of have an idea about that if they've been blind for a while?
Well, it depends on sometimes, just visually impaired.
Yeah, right. That's a big,
It depends on what it is. If they're 100% blind, usually people who are blind like their whole life or at a young, they pretty have it you know, I used to say like, yeah.
I know these sound like ignorant questions, but I just would ask them. You know, I know because you have opened our eyes, pun intended, but a whole plethora of things that we think about. And they want to look nice. We all want to look nice, right?
And just because they're online doesn't mean they don't want to look good.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to.
Of course.
I mean, not, well, I don't want to say everybody, but
Yeah.
a lot of people do.
Deep down inside, I would say people do.
Yeah.
If there was one thing you would want our viewers to know about P.S. You are fabulous. If there was one thing you want our viewers to know, what would that be?
I don't know. I'm a 501c3. Donations are always good. I like to grow. I have plans right now in Georgia and Minnesota.
Oh my goodness.
So
have you traveled yet at this point yet in your business? Like outside of our region?
Well, most of my customers are out of Baltimore County.
Okay.
We do have the School for the Blind there.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So I have a lot of clients there. Some clients at Frederick. I'd like to get more. So watch it.
Yeah.
To do more here in Frederick. I mean, I have a few, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But it's actually needs to be done and grow.
Yeah.
So I get donations and stuff like that.
Okay.
And trying to learn how to do the grants and stuff because right now it's just me.
I know. Yeah. Wearing all the hats. I get it.
Yeah.
So where can people get more information right now if they want to donate or help? Where do they go?
They can go to my website, which is P.S. You are fabulous. You spell you are fabulous. So it's really long.org.
Yeah.
There's a donate button there.
Make sure that's on screen for you as well. Look, I think you did get a calling and it was right up your alley.
Yeah.
And that's why you're going to have a huge impact on people. Really,
Yeah.
You really are. And I know that a change in life sometimes that kind of throws you topsy-turvy means everything comes out the way it should be. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I would have never thought this.
Yeah.
I would have never thought this.
Sometimes
It's
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's needed and I love doing it.
Yeah. I can tell. I can tell for sure. Yeah. You are fabulous. .org. Marie, she is here to make us all feel and look fabulous. And today, P.S. You look fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Ah, gosh, so frustrating with that sound. I apologize again. I'm going to get Marie back. We're going to have a great talk because what I want her to do is to showcase. We already talked about it there. How I think one of her clients is going to let us come in and record and kind of go through how she does it. P.S. You are fabulous. My sound not so fabulous. And right now I don't feel so fabulous for her, but I'm going to make it up to her tenfold in the next week or two. Don't you worry, because I think it's amazing what she is doing for people who are visually impaired or disabled. It's, again, I know those questions probably seemed kind of crude, but it's something I had never thought about. So psyourfabulous.org. I will make it up to you, Marie. I think you're amazing. And we will take care of that too. All right. I'm getting hungry. I don't know about you. Danny and I recently had dinner at Sushi Nomu, and I've got to tell you, it was absolutely unbelievable. The decor, phenomenal. The food, just amazing. I had the best miso soup I've ever had. The sushi was so fresh and delicious, and it was actually a feast for the eyes. The presentation was stunning, and the service was impeccable. The sushi, fresh, the sashimi, the best I've ever had. I can't say enough great things about it. If you're looking for a great place, maybe to go on a date, or maybe just to try something new, it's affordable, it is beautiful, and you will not be disappointed, I promise. Sushi Nomu at sushinomu.com or 4969 Westview Drive, just beyond the Dunkin' Donuts. All right, we got some more people who are doing good in our neighborhood. Let's find out who that is right now. Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Antietam World Travel. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com right now. Get started on that dream vacation. All right. Our Frederick community is blessed to have so many amazing nonprofits to help our citizens. Hartley House is one of those. While they started out specifically as a shelter for women and children to escape domestic violence, their programming today is for all of us. Amy and Jen are here to talk about a couple of events they have coming up to lead into Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is October. Here are Amy and Jen. Previously had Hartley House on the show Good Morning Frederick, and we talked with Jen Metcalf, but today we get Amy Benton joining us to tell us about some great events coming up to support Hartley House. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Frederick.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Okay, Amy, would you like to tell us a little bit about what is happening at Hartley House and how Frederick can support everything you're doing?
Well, October is a big month for us. We have a lot of events happening in October, and Jen might be able to speak to many of them, but two that we want to talk about today is our inaugural event called Cocktails and Carbs. That's going to be at the Delaplane. That will be on Friday night, October the 18th. It's a prelude to our renowned Walk a Mile. We're having a little fun with the whole race walk idea and kind of leaning in on the spaghetti dinner that you might have before you did a big run. We're not having any spaghetti. They wouldn't let me serve spaghetti. But here we're having a gnocchi bar. So it will be a fun evening from 6 to 9. We're having a curated silent auction. We have music. We probably will do a little live appeal. We'll see how that comes out. But it really is about supporting Hartley House and the work that we do. Our work is really important. It's sometimes not the easiest work to talk about, but supporting it should always be easy for everyone.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the last time that Jen and Abby were on the show, I was really surprised to know all the different things that Hartley House does for our community. I think I was really at the time only aware of really the sheltering of people who had been affected by domestic violence, but it's really, you guys actually are very widespread in, and more so even in the education of our community groups and people on so many different things. And this is, one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure to have you guys back. Certainly the events are really important because that's how you get help financially from our community. So Jen, tell me a little bit about how the funds from these events impact Hartley House and the people that you help.
Sure. So a lot of the work that Hartley House, well, all of the services that Hartley House provides are offered free of charge to our clients, to the community. And so like a lot of nonprofits, we have a lot of government grants, right? So we have some federal grants and some state grants, but we really rely a lot on the community support so that we can have what we call undesignated money, so that we can actually provide services to the community, so that we can actually make sure that we have enough staff to do all that. And so when our community supports us, in a large way, it's the community saying, we trust you to know how best to use this money. Those government grants are so specific, what you can and can't do with it. And a lot of times they're very cookie cutter, but our client needs are not cookie cutter, right? So for us to be able to have money that we can direct as needed to serve our clients, to make sure that our staff are taken care of, that means a lot to us. And so that's why that community support is so important.
Yeah, and I think when you were on previously, you talked about how you have people who may come into Hartley House with nothing, and to be able to give them a a $25 gift card to get some socks and underwear at Target, or
Mhm.
get toothbrushes and hairbrushes and all the necessities that they may need just immediately, helps the people you're helping too to feel a little bit more empowered, and that they've got something, that they may need immediately. So yeah, we
Mhm.
do understand its importance. How many years have you guys been doing Walk a Mile?
That is such a great question. And I meant to look that up. I believe this is our 11th year.
Okay. Okay.
So
Excellent.
it definitely has been around for a while. It's been through a couple of iterations, but yeah,
Yes.
we've been doing
Yeah.
it for a
So I think in
while.
the early days, there were actually people who walked in high heels
Mhm.
up Market Street, maybe, I think, if I remember correctly, or
Yep.
somewhere. And then it's kind of advanced a little bit to include more of just kind of the community just coming out in support of what you guys are doing in the community.
Absolutely. So the original name was Walk a Mile in Her
In
Shoes
her shoes. Yeah.
because, and a thing that's still true is that women do tend to be victims of intimate partner violence more often than any other demographic. And so at the time, the thinking was, let's actually get people to think about these survivors. And so, yeah, like let's have men walk a mile in her shoes and high heels. And it was definitely a draw. But as Hartley House expanded our services to include more than just, women and children, we wanted to make sure the community understood that anyone can be victim of this type of violence. Men can be victims of intimate partner violence, trans people, teenagers. So that's why we shifted to the walk a mile in their shoes and switch those heels to the red sneakers to kind of really emphasize that fact that our services are for everyone. So
Yeah. Yeah, and you really do cover the gamut. So, I think it was a great shift. And yeah, so how can Frederick help you? What do you need them to do? What do you need everybody to do right now to support you guys in these events coming up mid-October?
Well, we've got all kind of great ways for you to support us. So you can come to the events. One, you can buy a ticket and come to Cocktails and Carbs. It is a ticketed event. You can come to the walk. The walk, you can register to walk for free, or you can put together a team and do a little fundraising, or you can be a sponsor of either event. We have all kinds of opportunities to support us financially with this. Um, and honestly, liking our page on Facebook, sharing our messaging, that actually makes a great impact. Liking the event, saying you're coming to the event, just help us amplify the message. If nothing else, that in itself is a great gift to us.
Yes, I educate my audience every day how important the engagement is to those of us who rely on social media and the algorithms to get our messaging out. But it is very, very something small, something easy everyone can do, but it really does have a huge impact for all of us. Excellent. Okay, so I will make sure that we put up the information for the events on our Everything Frederick calendar, and we'll start promoting that during our What's Happening in Frederick. And, making sure you guys feel the love from the community, and so that we can pass that along. Is there anything else that is happening coming up in the not so distant future that our audience would be interested to know?
Jen's got a list of stuff.
yeah, we
October's a
do.
busy month.
I love
It
it.
is, it's really busy and it's on our website, but definitely so October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So we have many events throughout the month. We actually are kicking off like later this month with Charm City Run. They're hosting some walking events for us. They're going to have a sale day that's going to benefit Hartley House. So you can find out more information about that on our website and on our Facebook page. And then during the actual month of October, we're going to have a couple of events. We're going to have some survivor speaker events. We're going to have a roundtable for the faith community to explore the intersections between domestic violence and the faith community. And then we're also going to have a panel at Frederick Community College. So again, like Amy said, follow us on our socials. We're at Hartley House on all the places. Those are the best locations to get the most up-to-date info on our events.
Excellent. Well, I will make sure and head there and share all of those with our audience. We appreciate everything you guys are doing for our entire community, making it stronger, giving people those resources that they need to um, just survive, and hopefully get themselves out of a situation that is not great for them. We definitely will support on the cocktails and carbs. I can 100% get behind that, of course. And we'll put the word out for people to get those teams together for the Walk a Mile event on the 19th. We thank you guys so much for your time, and we will see you very shortly.
Thank you, Danny.
Yes. Want to thank them very much for that. Those are great events, and that organization again does a lot of amazing stuff in our community. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. It's train wreck of a Friday, of course. Coming up Monday, Bob, Chris, and I'll be together again for your local news, weather, and sports. Possum Pets. I'm gonna go to the Frederick County Animal Control right now and see what possum pets we've got for you on Monday. Kimberlyn Cahill from Life's Work Yoga and Damaris Jackson from Acton Children's Business Expo to talk about applications are open. If your child is a business entrepreneur and wants to have a business and display it and sell their stuff on Carroll Creek, they can do that now. Please tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing day. Have a great weekend. And let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick.